Hey everyone, come on in. I am waiting to be shared into Grace Creations. Let me turn the volume down on this. Hang on just a minute. Lulu is finishing up. I've got just a couple of minutes before, oh, look at that. Isn't that neat? I feel like I'm like watching TV on the sidelines. She did a crackling job on the top of the back of a chair, the top part of it, and boy, is it pretty. Huh. I have to go back and see what she's talking about with that because I turned my volume down. I'm going to be working with an essential stencil tonight, so y'all hang tight, and in just a couple of minutes they'll have me shared into the group. That is really neat. Looks like she cut the seed off and sanded it or something. I'll have to, after I get off, I will go back and check it out. So y'all come on in. I'm going to start right at 8 o'clock. And let's see what we got going here. I am going to refresh my page. Let's see what we got. Lots of really talented presenters today. At 8 o'clock, I will be live. This is always an awkward time for me because you have to wait to be shared in, but you don't like that silence that has to happen. Hey, Shantae, my friend, how you doing? Come on in. I am going to do an essential stencil project. I'm going to do a cutting board tonight, and with Give Us This Day Our Daily Bread. Okay, it is 9 o'clock. Let me refresh this and see if I'm going to come up. We will find out here in a minute. Grace Creations. I'm not seeing myself yet. Videos. All right, I'm going to just go for it and see what we get. It's 9 o'clock. I'm in the group. Okay, thanks, Shantae. Hey, Berta, my beautiful friend. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I told Seth all the different names that you gave him, and he laughed. We got a new title for him now, Plumber Seth. So I found there was a leak underneath the toilet, and he was like, "Oh no, not another thing." So I said, "Well, the good news is God's only given us one thing to fix at a time. It could be being, a whole bunch of things, but." Anyway, so I'm going to get started here because I'm not quite sure how long this project's going to take. I'm going to take a cutting board from Michael's. I buy these, I think I buy them like 5 or 6 at a time to get a better deal on them. And then I have something different to work with. And so this is what I'm going to work with tonight. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm feeling pink tonight. I wore a blue shirt, but I'm feeling pink and red. So Give Us This Day Our Daily Bread, Matthew 6, verse 11 is going to be the stencil that I work with. So I'm going to put a base coat on this. I got to tell y'all, I have salvaged some of my paint that I have. This is called Posh Chalk Metallic Paste. And I have purple, red, and a real pretty blue. And I opened it up the other day. And hey, Georgina, how are you doing? Thank you. Thanks for following my page. I appreciate that. Anyway, I opened those up the other day. All right, I'm going to put some water on my brush. I should have done it before I dipped it in the paint. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We are going to put a base coat down. Anyway, I opened up those jars the other day and I was like mortified because it was like, it wasn't cheap paint. And, all right, I'm going to get some more water. And I just literally took some distilled water and poured it in there because it was so dry. I didn't know. So far I've saved 5 out of 6 of the jars. And I'm hoping that the 6th one's going to come through, but it's not looking too promising, to be honest with you. All right, so I am the first thing I'm doing is I'm putting a base coat on this so that when I put the top coat on it, it will have a prettier pop to it. I'm going to mix red and pink tonight. I'm working with Dixie Belle paint, microwave. I don't know if this one will work though, Lindell. How long do you put it in the microwave? Tell me your secret. Now this is not chalk couture paste. This is a Posh Chalk metallic paste. So I don't know if that, makes a difference or not. All right, just going to get a nice smooth coat on this. Get some water on this so that it will spread easily. And then I'm going to do the back. I like to do the front and the back while I'm working on my project, because if I don't do it while I'm working on my project, oh no, no metal. Oh, gotcha. It's not chalk paste. Well, hold on a minute. It is chalk paste. Well, it's Posh Chalk metallic paste. This is what it is. It's a beautiful metallic purple. I've got purple, blue, and red. I don't think it says anything can be applied with knife, brush. I mean, this stuff was so thick, it was crazy. And I actually added the distilled water to it to make it a lot more, a lot thinner than it actually was when I first got it. All right, just going along the edges here, nothing really fancy as far as what I'm doing, just taking a paintbrush and getting some base coat on this. And keeping my brush wet so that the paint will just kind of glide across my project. And then we'll see where it goes from there. So y'all, I don't know what was going on with me last night. I usually don't have trouble sleeping, but I was up last night this morning till about 6:30, something like that. And so I was spending time worshiping and time reading God's Word, and I thought, and doing a lot of praying. And I had one song that I had played on, I guess you could say repeat. I think the name of it is "I'm Still God" by Philippa Hannah or something like that. Anyway, that's one of my favorite songs that I'm worshiping to right now. If any of you want me to send you the link, then just message me and I'll send it to you. Well, I could actually put it in the comments. And great song. I'm really... Thanks, Sherry. I appreciate that. I love y'all. Those of you that are new to Grace Creations, if you are not following their page, I highly recommend that you follow their page. You follow the page so that you can get notified when we go live. Lulu did a great job right before me, and following me is going to be Blakely with Buttercup Creations. And I have not seen Blakely craft yet, so when I get off, I'm gonna want to watch her and see how she does. I mean, what she does, because we can all learn from each other. Alright, here we go. Gonna dry this and then we're gonna do the other side. We're only 8 minutes in, so I think we're gonna be golden here. Let me see if I can refresh this and show up. Nope, I don't know why I'm not coming up in the group. Interesting. I must be on the wrong page or something. Grace Creations, Crafter's Choice tonight. I'm choosing to do a cutting board with an essential stencil. Now, as I'm feeling this, there is some raised fibers. So I am going to take a piece of sandpaper and just lightly go over this and knock those fibers down. When you get your wood wet, it kind of like drinks up the water that's in the paint, and then it ends up kind of like, I guess, swelling. I don't know what the actual word is, but it's like it swells, and then the fibers in the wood kind of poke up above the surface. So you'll want to sand them down in between coats so that you get a nice smooth coat. I did sand the edge. It was a sharp edge, and so I just went ahead and sanded that before I painted. Just enough to make it a nice smooth coat. I mean, a nice smooth feel to it. All right, here we go. Like I said, this is just going to be a base coat, and then we're going to come back with a pink and a red. We're going to mix pink and red together. Going to blend it, and then we are going to stencil an essential stencil on it. Hey Roger, good to see you. Alrighty. It's always fun to watch all the different crafters. Everybody has a different talent that they bring to the group, so it's really fun to see all of that come out. All right, here we go. And I'm not going to put 2 coats of white on here. I'm only going to put 1 coat because I'm going to put another coat on top of it. Hey Lisa, thank you Lisa for sprinkling me out there. I appreciate that. Alright, gonna get this dry and then we're gonna add the next layer. 9/11. And just like I did the other side, I'm going to take, all right, hold your ears, because I know this is loud. A wonderful, all right, nice and smooth, and just wiping the excess sand, sawdust, paint dust, whatever we want to call it. Well, I want to do this edge too. It's kind of rough. So we, between my nephew and another young teenager, we're keeping our yard up while my husband is taking care of his mom. Hey Patricia, good to see you. Welcome, come on in. All right, so this is nice and smooth now. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on the white paint. This is Dixie Belle in the color Fluff. I know that it's backwards, but you can take a screenshot of it and look at it in the mirror. And I am going to work with a blue, two different colors here. get my cardboard, and I'm gonna work with Dixie Belle's, what color is this? Honky Tonk. This is Dixie Belle Honky Tonk Chalk Mineral Paint. And Peony. This is a pink. I'm gonna work with a red and a pink, and I'm gonna blend these together. I've used these colors before together, and I absolutely love it. Let me see if I can show y'all. Okay, there is the label if you want to screenshot that. If you missed it, you can go back and on the replay. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm gonna put a little bit of paint on here. It's not gonna take much. If I need more than this, I'll be able to add some more. All right, so I'm gonna do pink. Oops, I didn't want to do that. All right, hang on. And red. And I'm gonna blend these, and I may throw some white in here, not sure yet, but I just kind of, and I don't know where I'm gonna go with this after I get it all on here. And like I said, I'm gonna do the front and the back in both colors, so I may need a little bit more paint. All right, so without rinsing my brush, I'm gonna just go ahead. Do I want to do that? Let me think. I think I'm gonna just keep my brush as it is. Get a little bit of water in here, a little bit of rinse, but not much. Get some of this paint out of here. All right, and here we go. And I'm gonna load my brush. Now, the top, this is gonna be the top. I wanna orient this so that if somebody wants to hang this, then this will, the top of this will be, the handle will be where the orientation is the orientation that I want. I'll get it out in a minute. All right, so here we go. Let me get my lids out of the way. Did y'all see me the other day when I finished a project and then turned around and put the stencil in the in some paint, and then turned around and put the stencil back on my project that was finished just to do some finishing touches? And hey, Lisa. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm gonna take this. I've got red on one side, pink on the other, and we're gonna see where this is gonna take us. And here we go. And I'm gonna get a little bit of water on here so that this will kind of glide across here. And if I have to, all right, I don't want to blend this too much because I want the different colors to show up. And I may have to come back over with more red. All right, gonna get some red on here. Yeah, this is not streaking as much as I'd like for it to. Let me get some more red, y'all. I may end up going with the red first and then coming back over with the pink because it's not blending like, I mean, it's not, there's not enough variation. So I may have to come back with it. With some pink. Okay, all right, same thing up here. And go ahead and I'm gonna try something different. All right, I'm gonna go on the sides and I'm gonna go in red. Looks like I'm gonna need more than I thought I was gonna need. So let me knock some more off of this, get some more of this out of here. It's really drinking it up. All right, here's my red. And I'm just gonna go along the sides here. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I want some gold in here. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? Ooh, I may be adding some gold. We'll see. I'm going to take this all the way around. And I'm going to add a little bit of water so that I can move this around. I don't really want it to dry on me yet. Keep the sides of this wet, my paintbrush wet. You'll be able to tell if you need more water on it because your brush will start dragging. It'll feel like it's sticking to the surface. If it's feeling like it's sticking to the surface, then, you know, especially if you're working with the chalk mineral paint, then you're going to want to add some water. All right, here we go. Making sure that I'm still in the screen. And then I'm going to come back over and I'm going to add some pink on top of this. All right, let me get this down in the little hole here. Probably a smaller brush that I can use that would be better than what I'm doing, but I'm going to try and keep cleanup to a minimum. All right, so there is that. I'm going to add again, I'm going to add some water to this. And I think what I want to do is I want to keep this brush red. And I want to grab another brush, dip it in some water, and I want to grab some pink because I want some pink variation in this. So we'll see what we're going to get. Ooh, this is wet. This is wet, wet, wet. Probably wetter than I need it to be. But we will see. Maybe I need to throw some white in here. And just play with it until you get what you want, the look that you're after. I'm trying not to have any brush strokes on here. All right, I'm going to throw some white in here and see what I get with that. Let me get another brush so that I can maybe keep, all right, I'm gonna get this wet. I'm just gonna play with this until I get kind of what I'm after. My chair is squeaking. See if I can sit in it so it doesn't squeak. All right, I want to get some more pink here. This is pink. I don't think the white brush stayed white, y'all. All right, here we go. I'm going to go with some pink. I may have to dry this. I think I'm going to dry it and then come back over it. So let me dry it. I'm not getting what I want, but it's still pretty. I haven't done a lot of... Yeah, I hear you, Berta. That's all God wants us to do, right? Oh. You've been through some tough times. I know He's right there with you. I got to be careful not to dry this too fast, but it'll actually take the paint off. We're going to see what we're going to get here. Let me take my pink, and I'll put a little bit of water on here, not too much, and kind of go over this in some small places. Get a little bit of water on here, but not too much. And then I think I want to come back with the red. Which one was my red? Kind of all look the same now. And this has got the white in it. That's okay. I'm going to bring this red in here, get a little bit of water on here. I want this to have just a little bit more contrast. Put a little bit more water on here so that I can smooth this out. I don't really need more paint. I just need to spread out what I have. All right, this I'm liking better. All right, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get the red again, get some water on here, and I really want that the contrast to show up, and this is better. This is working. Just kind of blending it together. And then I'm going to take the red and I'm going to come up top here. Just come up here. If you haven't played with blending with colors, y'all, it is so much fun. And the only way to learn it is to play with the colors and see what you get. All right, I'm going to throw some pink up here, some pink down here, and just kind of blend the pink and the red together. And I'm going to grab a little bit more red for the handle. Get some water on my brush. Chalk mineral paint is really a lot of fun to work with. This is Dixie Belle, and it's fun. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more pink in here. All right, I think this is going to work. I feel like I need to add some white, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but let me dry this. Oh, looks like it's recalculate. I don't know if y'all can see the variations or not, but I'm gonna throw a little bit more pink in here before I call it quits with this. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and we're gonna turn this over. We've got 27 after the hour, so let me get my red and pink over here, and we're going to do the back now. I have just found, not just found, but I have found that I do much better, since I already have the paint out, I do much better getting the back done if I do it all at the same time. Now, y'all might find it's easier a different way for you, but for me, it's just easier to do it in one swoop. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna add a little bit of water so that this will kind of spread out easier. A little bit of water, you don't want a whole lot. Okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try something different on the back. And I'm gonna put a little bit of water. You'll see it glide a lot easier once I put that water on there. If it's not gliding, just add a hint of water. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm putting just some stripes on this, spraying it with water. I'm going to come up here to the top. Get that inside of the hole there. That's part of it. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to come in. I'm going to use this brush here because it's mostly pink. I'm going to dip my brush into the pink and I'm going to blend this and see if I get, I'm going to add a little bit of water. You want a fine mister. You don't want a heavy mister or a lot of, you don't want thing going forever, a continuous one. All right, just kind of blending that back and forth. And then I'm going to grab this down here and I'm going to go up into the red, down into the red, and just kind of blend it all into one so that it looks like one piece. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Oh, just a smidgen of a spray. And we're going to go in the white and then go up into the red and just kind of blend that out. This looks a lot better, y'all. A lot better. Not sure why this is caking up on this. Never had this happen before. All right, here we go. I'm liking it. And we're going to add a little bit of water. All right. Maybe I should have done the back and experimented on the back first. All right. Let's dry it, and then we'll turn it back over. I like it too, Timeless Heart. It's one of my favorites. I also like pink and orange, red and orange. It's got like, it's almost like the wood is lifting up or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Make sure it's dry before I turn it over. 9:32. Tina, that's right. Put that down there, and then I'm going to grab just a little bit of pink here and throw some pink up in the handle so that it just kind of carries on. Oops. And we're going to dry it, and then we're going to turn it over. All right, let's turn it over. Hope for the best. Okay, that looks good. Got a one little spot there. All right, so let's see if I can get it in the light. It's really faint, but you can see it. So I'm gonna put the white paint away, because I'm gonna use an enamel on top of this, I think. And I'm gonna put the pink away. And I'm gonna just scrape the pink that I didn't use in there. And we're gonna get this out of the way. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the stencil out. And then we're gonna stencil on this. And I'm going to take the same thing, do the same thing with the red. Now, I don't know how long ago that Dixie Belle came out with the 4-ounce, what do you call it, jars of paint, but I love that because, hey Jessica, you know, I don't go through a lot of paint at one time. And all right, I'm gonna put this in my water. I'm gonna put all my brushes in my water and clean up this a little bit so that I can have some space here. I'm gonna clean up this just to make sure that we don't pick up any, you know, any paint when I turn this over. You know, I've got this IKEA desk with the Alex drawers, and I'm going to tell y'all, let me show you something. You see these paper towels, like these Scott paper towels? They fit perfectly in the top drawer of the Alex drawers and act like a paper towel dispenser. I figured that out by accident. And anyway, what a game changer that is. So you don't have to, you can have your, all right, do I want to throw, I think I want to throw some gold through this. I got an idea. I want to try something new, if I can find it. I think it's back here. It is. Okay, hang on. I want to try, let me get my glue out. I don't know if this is going to be good or bad or what, but all right, where's my glue? It's not in there. No, oh, I guess I could use this. I don't know where my big, oh, there it is, right there. All right, why not, right? I think this is a good time to try this. I have never worked with gold leaf. Have y'all worked with gold leaf before? I have not. So I'm going to take this glue stick. We're going to try it. We're going to try it, y'all. And I'm going to take, all right, let me put some, I'm going to just take, and I'm going to just, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try it. Oh, it's drying awful fast, y'all. I didn't want it to dry that fast. All right, here we go. I'm going to take and put some of this on here. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try something new. That's how we learn, right? Boy, this stuff is messy. Messy, messy, messy. All I did was just scatter some glue. Ugh. I'm gonna have a mess by the time this is all said and done. And we're gonna put some gold on here. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? And then I'm gonna kind of rub it off, rub it in. Want it to stick in places, but not everywhere. It's a mess. All right, let me go along like maybe an edge or something. Let's see if I can take this and this is how we learn new stuff, right? We just go for it. All right, let's get a little more of this on here. I think a little goes a long way. You don't really need a whole lot. All right, I think I want some more on the edge over here. It's a good time to try something new, right? It's always a good time to try something new. This stuff is messy as all get out. Now I could have used paint. I could have, you know, thrown some paint on here, but I wanted to try something new, so let's see where we go with this. All right, I'm gonna just kind of hit the side there. It is a sparkly mess. It sure is. I'm just kind of rubbing it across here. I'm going to add a little bit over here on the edge over here. There is no doubt it's messy. I mean, it is everywhere. All right, let's throw this. It's like a big piece here. The idea, I guess, is for it to, I don't know, to stick to your glue, right? And what I'm doing is I'm trying to make it so that it's like embedded in the paint so that it's not so raised. All right, I think I need some over here. I'm just kind of, just like I do everything else, just trying to go with it and then see where it needs more. Maybe some over here. All right. And maybe some right here. I don't know if this is kind of spongy feeling. I don't know that it's really gold, but we'll see. Oh, okay. I just found something else. Right, let's go along the edge, y'all. I think we need to do that. Oh. Probably should have waited until after I stenciled this, but we're good. All right, let's go along the edges. I'm going to be getting a vacuum out for this one, that's for sure. All right, going to go along this edge here. All right, I can probably do more of this later. I want to go ahead and get the stencil on here. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is pretty. All right. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Oh, like it's stuck to the glue. All right, I'm going to pick this up. All right, let me show you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. I still have some places that I would like to put it. But I want to get the stencil on there because, let's see, I've got 15 minutes, 20 minutes. All right, let me just... I'm going to just throw this in the trash. All right, here we go. I got this off of Amazon. I saw somebody using it and I thought, oh, that looks like fun. Oops. All right, let me get the lid on here so it doesn't go flying everywhere. All right, and now what we're going to do, oh my gosh, yes. I think I want to go along the edge after I'm done. All right, so this is the stencil that we're going to use. Give us this day our daily bread. It's a pretty mess. I know it is, Bert, I agree. It's a mess. It's a pretty mess. Okay, we're going to put this on here. And let's see, I want to make sure that I have this kind of centered and lined up. I'm thinking I want to do, I think maybe I was going to go with white, but now that I've added the gold, I think I want to do black letters. I think that'll be prettier with the gold. So let me get some tape on here. This is going to hold this in place. And I'm going to use acrylic, black lamp acrylic paint. And let me get, I need to cut up some more cardboard, y'all. All right, so I'm going to get that. And we're going to just go over this and we're going to see what happens. So hang in there. Here we go. I have no idea how this acrylic paint is going to look over the all right, let me get my brush over this gold. So we're going to just experiment and see what we get, right? All right, we're going to load and then we're going to offload. Always doing that with Essential Stencil stencils. I do have a discount code if anybody's interested in a 10% discount. You can just say discount in the top in the comments, and I'll get that to you. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm going to do black. I was going to do white, but once I put the gold on there, I thought, oh, I think black is a little bit more formal-like. And we're going to see what happens. Get this out of the way so y'all can see what's going on. Let me turn this so that I can reach it better. It does seem to have a little bit of repelling on some of this gold, but that's okay because it can shine right on through that, right? Oh, and the glue. I think that the glue is causing something too. Kind of like a repelling. All right, here we go. But I wanted the gold to be under the lettering as opposed to on top of it. All right, here we go. It's not, it must be the glue where it's not, the paint is not, all right, there we go. I could have done a better job getting this on here. How are we doing on time? 47, we're good. We are golden. I think this'll should go pretty quickly. It's all the prep work, right? Isn't that fun? All right, here we go. I'm going over some of the gold leaf. We're going to see what's going to happen with it. I think it's going to just show up in the letters. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Going to actually shine through the black paint. And loading and offloading each time with my brush. I didn't do the best job of centering this stencil on here. It's a little bit off, but that's okay. loading and offloading. All right, here we go. And this is where I got to be careful that I don't stick the handle in my paint, y'all. All right, let's see what we got. This is going to be fun. See what happens. I like trying new stuff. Do y'all like trying new stuff? I like trying new and different stuff. I like surprises, you know, and when you try new stuff, you get surprised. I'm trying not to go over the gold too much because I kind of like for it to come through in the letters. But we'll see. All right, turning this around. Going to load and offload. Get another coat up here. And we're going to load and offload. Almost done. I'm hoping that all of the colors are going to show up. I almost want to take like a napkin or something or a paper towel and go over and erase the paint. Ooh, could almost do that. Ooh, I don't want to take it off there though. Whoops. This B, you want to hold it. It's got a couple of bridges on it, and you've got to almost need to hold it because it wants to move when you start stenciling over it. Okay, again, I'm going to load, I'm going to offload. We're almost done. There we go. Go along the edge here. I may have to go along the whole edge just to get it to be consistent. How we doing on time? Oh, I got 9 minutes. Now remember that Blakely with Buttercup Creations is coming up after me. She is the last presenter tonight. This has been a crafter's choice theme. The crafters can choose anything they want. A lot of times there's a theme, like if it's watermelon or ants or angels or, you know, whatever. There are, it's not straight on there. Wait, we're going to see how that's going to turn out here in just a minute. All right, I think I got it. I think I got everything. Let me just double check. Here we go. There's a part of me that kind of wants the paint to not stick to. All right, I'm just double checking everything. All right, here we go, y'all. You ready? Let's do it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna lift it up so you can see it. Y'all see it first. Oh my gosh. Yes, you should. Oh my word. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Love it, love it, love it. This is what we have. I will take a picture of this and, oh my goodness, I love it. All right, I'm gonna go along the edge here. I just want to go along this whole edge with the black. So that it doesn't look like it's crooked, because it is. Because it is. I didn't put it on here straight. So I'm going to just do the edge of this. Thought I was going to do it in gold, but it looks like I'm going to do it in black. Black and gold. And we're going to just go along the edges, kind of smoke it up. I'm going to get a little bit more paint, just like I was stenciling. I'm going to kind of like I'm dry brushing. I'm going to load my brush, and then I'm going to offload it. I'll show you what I have here as soon as... Oh, I love these colors. Y'all know I like my high contrasting colors. The colors that say, look at me, look at me, look at me. All right, let's see what we got. Just going along the edge. Wow. I think I want to rub some of this off. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right. Wow. What do y'all think? How you like it? All right, I'm going to take and just a little bit, I'm going to get a piece of sand. Where's my sandpaper? I'll put it down somewhere. There it is, under my paper towel. All right, I'm going to come and let's see if just give it a, so that it's not quite, so that you can't feel it being raised. Yeah, I think definitely the way to have done this was to do it. Now, we could resin this too, but I don't have time to do it tonight. But I can do it, you know, oops, boy, that was a lot of paint. Just going along these edges. Giving it a little bit more definition. So this is for someone who has a red or a pink kitchen. Let's see, we got 4 minutes. I'm just gonna kind of tidy this up a little bit. All right, this is what the back looks like. This is the front. And it says, give us this day our daily bread. And then it says Matthew 6, chapter 6, verse 11. Oh, I love it, y'all. Okay, that was fun. So, what did I learn? I don't know what y'all learned, but I'll tell you what I learned. Okay? Thanks, Berta. Thanks, Tina. What did I learn? Okay, so next time I probably wouldn't make the streaks of gold, the glue, as long. I'd probably make them maybe thinner so that it looks more like a crack. I may practice on like a, what do you call it? A multimedia pad. I've got a multimedia pad. I could, but it is, you can see the reflection. So I would probably be a little bit more strategic about where I put the glue. I was just kind of just willy-nilly putting it. The other thing that I would probably like to do is I would have liked to have maybe put the glue or the glue stick around the edge, and then have that gold what's it called? Gold foil go all the way around. I think that would be pretty. And but I like it. I like it. I love this stencil. I have made a cutting board, and I've done it in blue. and it turned out really pretty, and it had you know, had like a fade look to it. So but anyway, so that's what we have. So pretty fun, huh? Just gonna check the edges and see. I could probably do a little bit more here. Grab just a little bit more paint and go along the edges. So what's something that y'all have learned recently that that you've tried and really liked? Something new that you've tried. Always try something new. We've got one more minute, and then Blakely is going to be up, and this is what we have. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs. If y'all are not following my page, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the follow button right next to your name and join me. I don't have a consistent time that I come on, but I do try and come on in the afternoons around 2 or 3 sometimes, and then I also try to come on in the evenings for those that are on, you know, further west. I'm on the East Coast, and my name comes from John chapter 6, verse 12, where Jesus fed the 5,000, and after he had finished, he told the disciples to go and pick up the leftovers so that nothing was wasted. So nothing is wasted designs, because Jesus makes all things work together for good. I love y'all. Jesus loves you more, and I hope you have a great night. I will be on again on Saturday. All right, thanks for joining me, y'all. Bye-bye.